What up, world? It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Out here doing a dog walk. Put on my glove because it's a bit chilly this morning. Hear a bunch of dogs barking, for real. Like, that's how you know. Like, it's funny because whenever I start walking through some parts of the neighborhood, like, that's how I know some shaky stuff may be going behind closed doors in some of these people's houses. Regardless if, it may appear that they have a big house or whatever. I don't know though. I'm just saying, like, I do, however, hear all the dogs, and the neighbors can hear the dogs too. Like, just me walking, like, even when me not doing a video, even when I'm just walking, not recording, like, there's a certain sections of like the neighborhood, and like all the dogs, like, they'll be rushing towards the glass windows, scraping, banging against the windows, barking super loud. I guess they're excited or what. I don't know if anybody's home or what, but like, that's clear, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I'll just be walking. I won't even be talking. I won't even be doing a video. And like, there's like probably like 3 or 4 houses that are all kind of, connected. And like, they all got dogs, and a lot of them are inside. And you can hear them scratching on the glass and everything. And it's not no ghetto or anything. It's, a good neighborhood. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, this world needs a lot of healing. That's all I say. Maybe the people aren't home, whatever. It's just people going through different things. That's kind of what I've understood. And I love whenever I'm able to just walk and, it's a really great harmony, to be honest. There's not a lot of hoopla and riffraff and, whatever. Some of those beings and people will, be who they are. But anyways, I'm doing a video just like, life purpose, life plan, divine alignment, whatever you want to call it. So like, I'm speaking from a young man's perspective. So all people that are tuning in, ladies, gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. I'm sharing a video about, life purpose and the plan and whatnot. So like, especially for ladies, who have been with me, or maybe other ladies who I've never even met before, and maybe I've been with a guy, or you have a brother or a family member or something like that, or a guy and they may be in their early 20s or whatever, finding their way. The point I'm making is like, I'm sharing what goes through our minds and what we're going through. And what it is that, we go through school, schooling, elementary, middle school, high school, some college. And like, with that, like, we're supposed to figure out what we want to do with the rest of our life. We're aware that, hey, this is a business world, and we're aware that, we have to be able to eventually figure out something that's going to support us throughout our life. You know what I mean? If we want to have a family, this and that, we've got to have like a business model. And like, that's something I've been able to understand, to be honest. And like, I've understood that, having a business model and everything. And that's why I started speaking about being an entrepreneur, being a personal trainer and whatnot, because that's what I gravitate towards, to be honest. And, it's just personal training, going to the gym, the certification stuff, this and that. And, like, just doing that. Also, hold on, stop. The other thing, hold on, Fred, chill out. These dogs are sick, for real. People are going to realize later on, like, that they, dogs are sick, for real. Some of them are sick, for real. Anyways, the point I'm making is just like the personal training and stuff like that. That's what I'm into, okay? And like, when we're put in school, there's all this crap that's pushed in our face, textbooks, lectures, TV shows, TV programs, movies, all types of stuff. Oh, the only way out for you is just to play ball, you know what I mean? Or the only way out for you is if you on the streets, doing drugs and stuff. Or the only way for you is the military. Or the only way for you is to be a doctor or something like that. And like, you're told a whole bunch of stuff, and there's a whole bunch of pressure. And like, the point I'm making is that like, it's nerve-wracking, to be honest, because like, you don't know which way to go, and there's a lot of comparison, there's a lot of competition, there's a lot of pressure going on. And you're like, hey, like, you may see some celebrities or people on contract on TV, and they may have all this fame and stuff, but like, that's stealing from your own joy. And you're like, wow, like, what about me? What am I supposed to do? And I guess that's the personal path that I'm sharing, and like, for me, I was like, hey, honestly, I realized that, I'm here to be different, to be real. We're all supposed to be here to be different. And I noticed a lot of cloning, a lot of copying, a lot of duplication in the world. People that aren't sincere or authentic at all. And that really grinded my gears. It wasn't really cool, to be real with y'all. So like, I ended up just realizing, hey, let me just, be me. Let me just get into my inner world, and connect the dots for me personally at this moment. And that's what I've been doing, honestly, because there is so much competition out there, and, you're told to go make money, this and that, but then guess what? For years, you might have been making money, but guess what? It was stressing you out, and it wasn't stuff that you were passionate about. And then you're like, okay, come on now. I'm not here to be like everybody else. I'm not here to wear a party hat like everybody else. You know what I mean? I'm the realest one in the room. I'm the realest one everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So like, the point I'm making is like, that's why I became so passionate about what am I here to do, and like, I'm sharing that with, all people out there, especially ladies, because I'm sharing what we're going through. A lot of times these girls so quick and fast to give up on a guy, and that shows this fake love. To be real with y'all, a real woman gonna ride or die for her man, gonna support her man, gonna lift him up, you know what I mean? So that's something I've realized, to be real. Shout out to David Beckham and Victoria Beckham. I remember seeing a picture of them back when they both were like broke and they didn't have anything, when they were like my age, early 20s or whatever, and they didn't have nothing, and then they show a picture like later on when he wins these championships and stuff, and she's successful in her career and stuff, and like, it's cool to see that happen, is what I'm saying. Like, couples that grow together, that's real love right there. But I'm just saying, like, for anybody else to understand as well, like, that's what we're going through. I mean, women go through it too, finding their purpose and whatnot. They don't have it all figured out. I'm just saying, like, I'm sharing from a man's perspective, that. And what I said earlier about the dog sick or whatever, like, it's just, I'm saying that because, like, honestly, I'm just walking the dog, doing a video, and then, to be honest, just, people just pop up out of nowhere with their dogs, and it was just, something uncalled for. It's just whatever, something I had to handle, to be real. Like, there is no perfect video or anything. It's just, I love just to have I just love to have solitude, to be honest, and just to have peace and tranquility. It even says on my birth chart, I just love to have that. I'm not cool with interruptions at all. I don't like being interrupted at all, especially in conversation. I've been through that toxic relationship. That's not fun, when they're just constantly interrupting you. You're not even able to speak at all because they're just interrupting you. They're not even listening to you at all, so that's what I'm sharing. And when I'm doing a video and there's some people that honestly don't even care about me, they're just, about small talk or whatever, of course I'm gonna move forward. Of course I'm gonna be very sensitive to that kind of vibe or energy or whatever. And I was saying that they're sick because, I've been aware of what some of these animals are consuming and going through. Some of these animals, that I've looked after and whatnot, like, they've been through a whole lot of heavy, vaccinations and euthanations and toxic foods and abuse and stuff like that. So whatever, to each his own. I'm just saying, like, yo, that's why I said that a little bit earlier, because I'm just walking the dog. I love a smooth flow, a walk in the park, no pulling from the dog, no dogs out here barking and hoofing and hollering, and, no people that don't even really know me just getting in the way, you know what I mean, with their dogs. Just, distracting this dog, jumping up and down and stuff, getting the leash tangled and everything. Like, that's the point I'm making, okay? So don't take it the hard way at all. Why I'm able to speak so confidently is because I'm living a karma-free life by being a vegan. You know what I mean? That's how I was able to handle that toxic relationship, because I had nothing to lose. You know what I mean? I was pure peace and love. I was standing up for myself, honestly. You know what I mean? Some of these women got it mixed up in this world. People is getting super, scandalous and whatnot. They see, these fake celebrities on TV. But guess what? You'll never see none of those fake celebrities out on the streets in real life helping out people. You know what I mean? You don't at all. They're hiding behind screens. They're on a contract. Like, they're not even able to be themselves, honestly. So I'm just keeping it real with y'all, for real. So that's that, you know what I mean? Because I was feeding into all this fame and publicity and idolization, but then I got tired of that. I'm like, hey, guess what? Some of that stuff doesn't add up. And how come I'm more inspired and connected by some of these real brothers and mentors and women too, like, so I started to see, nobody's better. It's just different approaches to life. And I'm choosing to be the hero of my story and, to just be me, to be free. So that's that. But anyways, like, that's what I had to share. That's what I'm having to share with y'all, is that, authenticity, being ourselves, going through a world, of resistance, this and that. Like, I just love this portion of the walk is my favorite, because guess what? It's super sunny. I have the sun glowing, shining on me. There's nobody in front of me trying to distract me or anything like that. I'm just walking, no resistance. The dog's not pulling and tugging. There's not any other dogs out here getting tangled up in the leash and everything. No, we're just here walking. That simple. You know what I mean? Listen to your heart. You ever notice how when you get stressed out or whatnot, you're very tense. You feel restricted. You feel, just like a bunch of fury and chaos building inside of you. It's not natural at all. And that happens sometimes just with everyday interactions. I'm not saying it's got to be a perfect life. I'm just saying, like, there'll be distractions out there. That's all I'm saying, okay? Nothing personal to those people. It's just, people got different vibes. That's all I'm saying. People got different vibes and different levels of consciousness, no matter how you want to see it, okay? Man, I'm cool with being a vegan. I truly care for animals and whatnot. And yeah, that's that. I'm living a karma-free life. That's how I have been able to be so confident in that relationship, because I had realized that I'm living a karma-free life. You know what I mean? For real. It was like 40-1. You know what I mean? With that whole ratio of toxicity, if that makes any sense. So that's how I'm able to move forward so confidently, because I'm standing for truth. I'm standing for what's real. I'm standing for honesty. You know what I mean? And equality. And I remember one of my other inspirations out there, Young Pharaoh, he was mentioning some stuff about that too, about some celebrities, and like how some of these celebrities only want to listen to toxic stuff because they already are toxic. Some of these people, like, that the masses praise and everything, are toxic. You know what I'm saying? And basically People are just sitting around talking about their problems, and it's getting idolized and praised, and then they will end up finding their way to me and us, for help, to be honest. After they have been ignoring us for so long, they'll see that we were right all along, to be honest. I even saw a quote about that, about vegans. It was like, one thing about vegans is you realize that they were right all along. So that's the point I'm making. It's just simple stuff. Simple stuff. Simple stuff. I value the simple things in life. The simple things in life. A family, children, walking the dog, being out in the sun, being out in nature, having a platform, healthy foods, fruits and vegetables, simple stuff. Not getting distracted like Fred keeps doing, like that. We gotta have a smooth groove. That's what going vegan helps you to do, to be honest. Like, it helps you to have a smooth groove because our body technically is electrical, and we're supposed to be consuming alkaline products, alkaline compounds, fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, herbs, spices, alkaline stuff. Because, when you're putting in harmful stuff, acidic stuff, acidic stuff, mucus forming stuff, toxic stuff, guess what? It's going to congest and slow your vehicle down to where you're getting distracted, like the dog's doing, constantly looking back and stuff like that, constantly just off guard and stuff like that. Like, I'm talking about like just being distracted easily, being lazy, having disconnections within your own self, your own blood work and everything like that. It's just the truth of it, for real. But when you go vegan and you're going alkaline, especially, because not everybody is vegan is like alkaline, you know what I mean? You can still get fat off of vegan junk food, just eating vegan candy or whatever all day. But if you're going on raw foods and stuff like that, that's even better, to be real, because then you're really ensuring that your vehicle will be working efficiently, reversing all of those years of sickness. I probably did have cancer and didn't even know. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what these doctors is not telling us. They never diagnosed me with no cancer or anything. I just knew that, hey, I was all right, kind of healthy, I wasn't dying or anything, but at the same time, I was very sluggish, and I felt like something was wrong, and I knew. And especially just the facts of it, if you're eating so bad for 2 decades of your life, you're bound to be sick and ill, so who knows? But I've been overcoming that and reversing that, so I'm gonna be all right. But anyways, I'm getting ready to wrap up this video and this walk. So again, it's Eternal Authenticity broadcasting live. Hit me up for any type of health and wellness consultations. Links are going to be below. Just let me know, no judgment to nobody. I have no judgment, it's just, I'm just keeping it real. You know what I mean? I'm keeping it real. I realize that it's a massive universe, a massive world, and, we all have different differences. I'm just sharing my unique expression, and it's coming in straight peace. I'm coming in straight peace and health and wellness and prosperity. Okay? So I have your best interest at hand, truly. It's Eternal Authenticity, broadcasting live. Y'all have an amazing day.